that's what we need to be conscious of, that we're really shifting education towards something very different. And whereas schools have this idea that we're here to serve students, I think it's really wrong. I think that students must come into the school believing that they're here to serve the community and that they have to give back. And there's a lot of entitlement, even in our school, where students are very low income. They have a gift of getting an education and they often just throw it down. They don't appreciate it. They don't have the sense of purpose. It allows them to utilize what we're offering. So we have to re-educate them in a sense before they can even be part of the community. And I think that we need to shift from thinking that we're going to just continue to be schools to really identifying with something different. And I think that's the political arena, that's the arena where there's a very urgent reality in our world today. And it is it's climate change or sustainability or our existence. And I think that if young people don't get that message, then we're failing. If they don't learn how to give to solve that problem, then we're failing. It doesn't matter if they have a career trajectory. I think that's an issue. We believe that we're supposed to prepare them for life, and that is the life of the community. If we can invest in that, I think that will shift this conversation.
Yeah, and maybe it's not just the young people, maybe the adults need to get something. That's an interesting thing. John, I'm going to go to you, but the question to kind of take this provocation to action is, we've got about 15 minutes left in this space, and then a chance to actually do a little like ad hoc grouping and thinking about some ways to make some connections. What are the critical connections we need to be making? Like, how do we connect the dots? Grace Lee Boggs in Detroit says we often get confused between rebellion and revolution. And we think we need critical mass, and we really need critical connections. What are the critical connections that we need to be making?
I appreciate the opportunity to be at this microphone, particularly with that question, and also following John and Eagle Rock. And this room is full of my heroes in Colorado, so I just want to take like 30 seconds to celebrate. Like, there's amazing people in this room, and there have been amazing people. My first year of teaching in 1989, I got a flyer in my box that said, come to Winter Park to this Colorado Options and Education thing, and Arnie Langberg's up there, and he blew my mind. Yeah? That's right. We got together a couple times since then. Now, I just think it's important to take a moment. I mean, this state, we have been leaders in this conversation. The question about kind of how to play nice and play together, I mean, I think a lot shifted over the years with Colorado Options. There, all of a sudden the League of Charter Schools started to meet at the same time we met, and we thought, well, we should probably meet with them, and then we thought, no, we shouldn't meet with them. And now, we have independent schools and private schools that want to be involved, and I guess I do have a question now in Colorado, like, who gets to play, Are we going to kind of stay with this fight, or are we going to kind of get together under, I love what the young woman said about what is our common purpose. I think that's something that we really do need to kind of, an actionable item is to say, what could we all kind of come together on if we wanted to let go of charters and kind of those labels and just look at what the good progressive practices look like. So that being said, the reason I really wanted to grab the microphone is that I think in the years that Colorado Options was most viable, and it gets to Haley's question about is there a fight I don't know about? Which I just I actually don't think so. I think people are tired. I think it's hard, and we're fighting a bit of an uphill battle. But I think the years that Options was most thriving were the years when we got together and we had this spaghetti. And we just talked about good practice, and like we had young people saying, you know what? When that teacher turned my life around, this is what the teacher was doing, and this was the class, and this was the content, and this was the trip I took. When we were talking about that stuff, we didn't let the kind of idea that the man's going to keep us down. We didn't give a shit about the man, right? We were just talking about what does a great school look like. So I worry a little bit that we've gotten to this place where it's like here we are. We're all in schools. I mean, hell, some of us have become principals, right? And so it's like here we are. Like, let's do it. Let's keep talking about it. Let's keep changing some of these things. So let's get together and talk about practice.
So sometimes it's the power of yes
is officially appointed for the master calendar of all Colorado organizations that care about humanity.
Great.
Care about community.
I want a business card. Also, I didn't wait for yes, because sometimes yes takes a while. So the blog and calendar have been created. That's a great question. One I wasn't prepared to answer yet.
Give him 2 more minutes and he'll come back for the answer.
ColoradoProgressiveEducation.wordpress.com. ColoradoProgressiveEducation.wordpress.com. And if you want you or your organization to be an author on that blog, email me. It's the easiest way to do it right now. And my email address is my name at gmail.com.
ZachChase@gmail.com. Is that right, Zach?
Yeah, Z-A-C.
ZachChase@gmail.com. If you want your organization to be an author, meaning you can write a blog to go on the newly minted Colorado Progressive Educators,
Colorado Progressive Education.
ColoradoProgressiveEducation.wordpress.com. Shelby,
So I was actually
4 more times.